Hello guys, you hear me? Are we live yet? Oh, we're live. Hello everybody. It is I, Dobbo, just giving you a weekly update video. So we'll get into that in a second. Let's just run through the disclaimer, you know, so you don't sue my ass. So, what's going on? Well, I thought I'd better do a video about what's going on just generally, because I keep getting message after message on Telegram about, you know, where are you? What are you doing? You haven't posted a video in the last 2 days. And I'm like, oh, I'm so busy. Like, literally so busy. I never realised how much work you have to put into this whole YouTube thing. And it's way different to the kind of research I was doing prior to doing YouTube, when I was just looking at ICOs for myself and a few of my friends. And then, I mean, obviously this YouTube channel came about by just people suggesting, look, Dobbo, do your own YouTube channel, you know, and just share a little bit of how I go about finding people and looking into business plans and looking into projects and finding the right ones that give a good return on investment. But not only that, finding the right ones that are the right thing for blockchain, because there's so much crap out there at the moment that isn't right for blockchain. And if you watch one of my videos I posted last week, we actually went through some very good real life examples of the things that blockchain is good for and what we can use it for. And it's amazing. It's an amazing bit of technology that I'm obviously very passionate about. And, you know, I don't run these, if I've got time to run like a news thing like the other YouTubers are doing, don't forget these other guys are doing it full time. I am still employed full time elsewhere, and I do this kind of as a side project, but this thing's blowing up so amazingly well at the moment that probably 3 to 5 years down the line that may well change. I don't know yet, really don't know. And I've gone off topic. I always go off topic and then forget what I was talking about. I'm sure I'm getting like senile dementia or something, but it's quite scary, really. The amount of things I lose and forget, and you know, I'll lose a set of car keys and then walk around the house swearing that someone's broken into my house and nicked them, and then find them in my pocket about 2 minutes later. But yeah, no, it's just what was I talking about? We're talking about this YouTube channel, starting it up with friends. Yeah. So starting it up, obviously the friends saying, you know, get this YouTube up and running. You know, I've got a wealth of information to share with you, and how, you know, what I like to invest in and what I think will also, because I'm not going to, look, there is a difference between loving the technology and being in it for money, okay? They both go hand in hand, in my opinion, because no matter how much I love a project, I don't have, you know, limitless amounts of cash to go piling something in. If you told me, oh, this is an amazing project, blah, 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 put your money in, and next week I guarantee you that you'll lose 3/4 of that and you won't ever get your return on investment. No investor's going to ever invest, are they? You have to have projects that are making money and going to give you a return on investment, and that's why you look at the business plan, and that's why you look at the roadmap. You look at what's going to give you what's out there at the moment that is good competition for this, because there's several, you know, cryptocurrencies that do the same thing. So which one's going to win the race? The only way you're going to find out what's going to win the race is how they break down the token metrics, how much money they're going to be putting into marketing. You know, Crypto Crow, he always talks about marketing, and it is, you know, a lot of these companies ignore it, and it is a massive part of success of a cryptocurrency. I was explaining to a friend of mine on a Facebook cryptocurrency group, and he came online and he said, what do you think of VE chain at the moment? Because obviously VE chain is massively blowing up. There's a lot of people talking about it. VE chain 4 it's called now. I actually did a video on VE Chain around about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Sorry, I'm just looking at a moth. That's. I'm scared of moths, by the way, and there's one crawling out the window. He's trying to get in my house, and if he gets in, this video ends. But let's get on to VE Chain. He can't get in now. Shut the window. The VE Chain thing. I saw a couple of guys in chat. They were talking about day trading it, and I was like, just be a little bit careful, because you know I get information through Palm Beach leaks, and that was one of their big buys for this week. They were all being told to go and buy VE Chain. In the same week, Superman does a video where he picks the top 5 crypto. I actually really enjoyed this video. But it was one that I was going to run myself, and I was researching and didn't get the time to do it. And it was the top 5 cryptocurrencies that give you a see, every time I go live, I can't think of bloody words. Give you a income, like a you know what I mean. They give you a a rolling income. So you invest in a coin, and then they pay you in like their gas for holding on to the coin, etc., etc., etc. So you're going to get good return on investment and a good regular income coming in every month. And VE Chain came in one of the top 5 coins. So obviously you're going to expect, when you're getting a lot of marketing, the coin's going to go up in value. And my friend said, what do you think about it? And I said, VE Chain is a fantastic project. It's a great project. They've got amazing partners, partnered up with BMW and companies like that, and they're doing, freight distribution, distributing products from point A to point B. They're looking into car parts and servicing of cars and putting all those records on the blockchain. There's loads of different things that they're doing. But I said to him, I think my words were, crypto market isn't like the stock market. Crypto gives 0 Fs about a project doing well, and there's countless examples of amazing projects that their trend lines and their profit lines don't follow, the value of their coin doesn't follow what they're doing in real life. It's not like, because it doesn't increase because crypto market, you're looking at different types of investors. A lot of investors in the crypto market have never traded in the stock market. And it just seems to be what's flavour of the week or what's flavour of the month. And if something's getting a lot of hype in a week or a month, you're going to see a big pump. It's not something I day trade VE Chain, because it's whenever something takes a pump, it's going to take a dump. I'm hoping that it keeps going up, because I've been holding VE Chain bags for ages. I think I bought it at an all-time high stupidly. But I only bought like $50 worth, so I'm not really that concerned about it. The other questions I get during the week is like, oh, what do you think about these ETFs? And you never ever see me do videos about ETFs. And I think I did 2 videos about ETFs, because I was actually a little bit excited about institutional money coming in. And then I watched some of the Palm Beach League stuff, and they were discussing other ways that institutional money is coming into the market without ETFs. So that's pretty interesting to watch. I might share one of those videos this week, but I just don't give a toss about the ETF. I do not give a toss about it. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference to me whether we get it or not. If you're going to tell me that if we don't get the ETF, Bitcoin's going to crash, it isn't. It isn't. It's always going to be there, and people are still going to trade in it. And regardless of whether or not there's an ETF, I couldn't give 2 rat's arse. I mean, my take on it is that it's being used as an excuse by whales to drive down the price, and they get it down to a price that they want it, because they control the market. They'll get Bitcoin right down to a price that they want it, then they'll buy, and then they'll start the bull run, and they'll be the guys making the money. We're just the seagulls that are swooping in, mine, just picking up the crumbs that they leave behind. Okay, I'm more than happy to pick up big crumbs, do you know what I mean? So I'm ETF. I couldn't give a rat's ass about. What's the other thing I got asked about today? John McAfee. You see a lot of YouTubers jumping online today. John McAfee's been hacked. He's lost $100 million. I take everything in crypto with a pinch of salt. Anything anyone tells me, I take it with a pinch of salt. I got emailed by a company today. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I took that with a pinch of salt and actually double checked that I was being emailed by the right company. I never believe anything anyone says, and I never believe anything I see in crypto space or anything anywhere, to be honest. And I think that comes from 20 years of doing my other job and just where I'm, you know, I look into things very, very deeply, and I don't present things unless I have them in fact. And unless you can prove to me fact that something happened, I'm not even really that interested. You know, John McAfee, I think, is an absolute crazy man, but I really like him because of it. But he's, I've been on his Twitter, and if you go on his Twitter, think about this, right? If you lost $100 million, you got hacked for $100 million. His last two or three Twitter posts, he's been out and had a lovely time walking his dogs, doing leash training. He's been playing piano and chilling out and relaxing. That's not a man that's lost $100 million. And you know what John McAfee's like? If someone had scammed him out of $100 million, knowing how crazy John McAfee is, he'd be straight on Twitter, putting out a bounty for a hacker's head, probably. So I wouldn't take any of that news seriously until you actually hear it from John McAfee himself. So that just brings us on nicely, really, to what's been going on in my space and in the crypto Dobbo world. Have I shut down chat or something? Oh no, look, chat. Yo, keep JN. Really good to see you, man. Long time, dude. Been out of town. Sorry, I haven't been watching. No worries, dude. You can always catch up with me. JN's a friend of mine on Telegram. He's a great guy. Yeah, so it brings us nicely on to what's been going on this week, because it's been a bit crazy. So this weekly update thing is really just to give you a behind the scenes of what I'm up to, because people don't really know how busy I am. So I get messages all the time. I was like, when are you going to go live? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? I'm like, man, I've got burps. I said, man, I'm busy. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, this week. So this week I ended up, I basically went up to London. I met part of the team of Dobbo, who are an ICO. They are a fantastic app, something that I really wanted to do. Ended up chatting to them for quite a while. Went home, chatted to them some more. Basically smashed out an ICO review, edited it, spent quite a long time making sure everything was right. Still managed to make a couple of cock-ups in the final video, which I didn't realise till I posted it to YouTube. Doesn't matter, no one's really noticed, I don't think. So yeah, I posted this video, and all week my Twitter's been going up in followers, which is pretty good. And then I posted the video, I tagged Dobbo in the Twitter and said, like, here's an ICO review of Dobbo, blah, 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 blah. And oh my word, Dobbo, within about 10 minutes, retweeted my tweet to share the video. I went to bed, thought, oh, that's really cool. I've got a retweet from the actual company. You know, it's a global company, and they shared my video. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And I went to bed. Woke up the next morning, and I've got 390 more subscribers than I did the previous day. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty insane to me. And you know, I'm not too fussed about, don't come up online, shut Twitter down. Hold on a minute, let me quit that, because I'm getting messages from Telegram from companies. You don't want them popping up when you're doing a live feed. So anyway, the video overnight from Dobbo's marketing team, basically sharing it around their various social media platforms, generates 1.3 thousand views in a night. In a night. Okay, so it's obviously all the Americans and stuff, because it's quite big in America at the moment. And yeah, so that's the most viewed video I've ever done. It's the most shared video I've ever had. And then not only that, I take the kids to my mum's today, because, you know, it's very important for me that, you know, when I have my kids, I have time with my kids, because this YouTube thing can take over your life with the amount of research that you have to do and the amount of editing and video editing and stuff that you have to do. It almost takes over your life. And I don't want to be sat at a computer when my kids are around the house, because I only have them 50-50 anyway, and I want to spend as much time with them as possible, even though this whole YouTube thing was for them anyway. It's for me to, you know, provide them with something better, you know, from being, you know, single and on a single income. It's another way of changing their lives and my life as well, you know. And so yes, I have to work very hard at it. Sometimes I do have to sacrifice a little bit of time with them, but most of the time I want to spend, you know, as much time with the kids as possible. So I went over to my mum's, we had dinner over there and just chilling out, and then I get a telegram message from Dobbo, and this is actually their company in the US, because they've got offices in London and Dubai and all over the world, and this is their US office. And they said, we really liked your video, and we're wondering if you'll be able to email it to us so we can embed it into our website. I'm like, wow. So now the video is going majorly global, and they're gonna link in my YouTube channel. So, like, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, and you know, they seem to really like me. I don't know why. There's two different Dobbos. You're going to learn this, right? When you go to Twitter, there's an inappropriate Dobbo that likes a good laugh and a joke. And when I come on YouTube, it's very professional. And the reason why it's very professional is because whenever you're looking at investments and looking at places to put your money, I think that I always take that very seriously, because I don't piss my money up the wall. And you have to be very careful, obviously, in crypto, with it being so volatile, that you don't put your money in the wrong place. And so you'll always get a very serious me when I'm looking at ICOs, because I'm looking out for scams and I'm looking out for anything. You know, when an ICO company comes to me, they come to me with the risk that they might be found out as a scam. So scamsters probably won't come through me, and I'll have to go and hunt them out. Any other ICO coming through me, you know, they want a legitimate review, and you know they're going to get one. So it pays to be as ruthless as I am with some of these companies. And it's, where was I? See, I've gone off target again. I was at my mum's a second ago. Now we're talking about ICOs. But anyway, yeah, the video's going onto Dobbo's website. I'm going to post it tonight to them. They're going to embed it into their website. I expect the YouTube channel will just go crazy again. And then on top of that, I'll get contacted and asked. I've been asked to take on the role as an ambassador for another tech company, which is like, what? So this is all pretty, man. It's like, I didn't expect it to. It's a little bit emotional. Do you know what I mean? When you put a lot of work into something, for all these things to just start happening, I'm like, what is going on? And it's, yeah, so I've kind of agreed, but haven't agreed, if you know what I mean, to take on this ambassador role, on the basis that I haven't had time to even look at their business. I haven't even had time to look at anything about this company. So I'm not going to go, oh yeah, I'll be an ambassador and take a load of money, when I don't even know what they're about. It might be a complete scam. I very much doubt it, because a friend of mine referred me and said, like, this guy would be a good ambassador for your company. And they've asked me, and I've said, okay, we'll talk soon. All I've said is we'll talk soon. So tonight I'm going to sit down before I go to bed, and I'm going to do a full, basically, what I would do is break, the same way I break down an ICO, look at all the team, go through all their backgrounds, find their hidden social media accounts and their funny videos that they thought they deleted, look at all their token metrics, you know, all that stuff. And then if everything's good, then yeah, why not? Why not take on the role of ambassador for a cryptocurrency? That's pretty cool, eh? Twitter's growing. That's really going well. You know, I'm thinking about starting an Instagram. I haven't got one yet. Telegram group hasn't taken off, but I haven't really advertised. Oh, I said to the guys, I said, like, I'm getting all these subscribers, and what I want to do is get people over to Telegram, into my Telegram group. I've got a Telegram group. It's called Crypto Dobbo's Hangout. You'll find it. There's about 9 of us in there at the moment. I'm a member of quite a few other Telegram groups. So I'm well known. I think, who is it? Crypto Crow described me once on his YouTube channel. He actually put a shout out to me today, so thank you very much. He said I was a crazy man. Go and follow me on YouTube on his live video today. And he is funny, mate. He described me on one of his videos as the king of jokes, wisecracks and banter, I think it was. And you'll get that from me on Telegram. You know, I do like a laugh, especially in this space where there's just so much carnage and bloodbath and people crying over bags. You you have to laugh. You know, you have to see the bright side of things. Otherwise, this place will just make you go crazy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we got more people turning up. Eddie T, how you doing, JN? BTC is like a confused child. It doesn't know what to do. It is. It is. I think the whales don't know what to do. That's the problem. They're getting it down as low as they can get it, and it's not dropping, and they're not going, why is it not dropping any further than that? People are hodling like shit, basically, and people are buying into Bitcoin at the moment. You know, the amount of people that sold alts, and, you know, thank goodness for those sheeple, because all the time they're selling alts, I'm looking at buying them, because some of them are so cheap at the moment. It's ridiculous. I think Cardano dropped down to 9 cents. 9 cents. I didn't think Cardano would ever go below 11 cents. And it dropped down to like 9 cents. And that was up to 34, 35 cents. Not so long ago. Probably about 3-4 months ago. It was about 34, 35 cents. And I was something like $4,000 to $5,000 in profit. And then that's all just gone down the drain. I'm actually in bags. I'm actually minus now on Cardano at the moment. Couldn't give two F's about it, you know, because I'm a hodler. And what did I say? You know, if you look at my previous videos where we've spoken about day trading, we've spoken about hodling. You know, the hodler, he just chills, man. He just sits back and lets things happen. You know what I mean? Because I know that I'm in good projects, and I know they'll do well. So, you know, it's not the get rich quick scheme that a lot of people think cryptocurrency is a get-rich-quick scheme. They have some harsh lessons to learn if they think they're going to get rich in 2 months coming into crypto. It doesn't happen like that. It takes work, and it takes research, and it takes some wise, clever moves, and surrounding yourself with lots of people that are very, very clever. Get myself into Telegram groups where I surround myself with people like Eddie T and JN and so on. And some of the other guys in there. Dax Turan. Oh my word. Dax Turan. Let's talk about Dax just quickly. Dax works for Celsius. Celsius are... I was watching a video... Oh yeah, Keith Waring. Let's talk about Keith Waring as well. I was watching a video by Keith Waring today. And he was talking about Celsius. Celsius is amazing. It's going to be amazing. He came up with a brilliant suggestion about why don't ICOs, when they collect all the money, just stick out the money for a year and just say to the investors, look, we're going to put all of the money that we raise into Celsius whilst we get our project rolling. And then on the interest that we're going to be earning from holding 20, 30, 40 million dollars in Celsius, we'll then be able to pay back to investors, or we could do a buyback scheme where we can buy back and then burn tokens, or etc, etc, etc. I think it's a brilliant business idea, and it could be worked like that. Celsius are going to do amazing work. And anyway, getting back to Dax Turan, he is a man that I always lean on for anything very I can't know everything in cryptocurrency. I don't proclaim to know everything in cryptocurrency. You know, there's a guy called Nicholas that I know in a chat group that is an amazing day trader. He's just started up his own Telegram group. I don't know if he wants me to share the name of it, so I'm going to keep it quiet for now. I'll ask him and then we'll talk about it in another video. But Nicholas has got a Telegram group where he talks about day trading. Amazing guy. And Dax Turan is really the I think of him as like Data in Star Trek. You know, when you want to go and ask him about something really technical about blockchain, he's like there. And the weird thing is, he's always awake. He never sleeps. I think he plugs himself into the mains or something and recharges his batteries that way. But he's pretty cool. And who else have I got supporting me? Crypto Vapor, amazing guy. He provides all the knowledge for YouTube and getting all these software and the green screen technology going and everything else. So yeah, I've had a good week. I've had a really good week. What else am I going to talk about? Keith Waring, mate, one of my favourite YouTubers. If you don't follow him, go and follow him, because he's the kind of guy that I am on Telegram, but I'm not on here. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to curb my swearing, and he swears every 2 seconds, so don't watch him around your kids. But he is a very, very similar character to me, and that's probably why I really like him. And he's actually inspired me this week to try and give up smoking, because I am still smoking, and I hate it now. It's not so much the money, I just don't enjoy it anymore, and I desperately want to give it up. It's so difficult, you know. Who's this? We close friends call him Daxbot. Daxbot, yeah. Yeah, Dax Turan, look him up. He's a fountain of knowledge. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Really nice guy. Keith Waring, go and follow him on YouTube. He's funny as F. And he's doing this, he's setting up a cryptocurrency game show on YouTube, which I think is going to be a really good laugh. I'm going to watch that. He's got his own studio. I mean, this is a man that went into rehab, you know, and it's all, you know, this whole YouTube thing can consume your life. He ended up in rehab, and this is why I always try and strike a balance between having my time and having this time and having time for my work. It's very difficult to balance it. And yeah, Keith Waring, amazing. Crypto Vapor, amazing. Oh, thank you to Satoshi Sean. He done a video this week which basically got me a few more subscribers, where I did a video about how to become a crypto millionaire, basically, and it wasn't based on future results. I never do future shite. I never predict the future, because I think it's all mystic meg crap and it's rubbish. I always look at the past, how things are done in the past, and how you can learn and adapt yourself and prepare yourself for the future. And we looked at some of the coins that you could have bought. I think Verge, you know, last year, $100 in Verge in January 2017 would have got you $986,000 return by January 2018. We all know Verge Verge will never do that again. It's never going to do that again. If I had $968,000 worth of Verge, could you imagine how much, you know what I'd be watching. Anyway. Yeah, I think I've covered all of it. Covered John McAfee, haven't I? Yeah, but spoke about John McAfee, all that rubbish. Ignore it. If he says on his Twitter he's lost 100 million, you know, that's the time to discuss it. But when you actually read the letter from his employee, it's not even written in English. Look at the initial part of the letter, the very opening line. It sounds like someone who doesn't have a very good grasp of English. And I'd imagine that someone working as John McAfee's right-hand man in America is going to have a pretty good grasp of English. And it all just sounds a bit scammy and fake to me. And I don't think, to be honest, John McAfee cares that much about articles written about it. He doesn't give two Fs what gets written about him. So just ignore all the news, concentrate on what's important, which is finding your projects, your ICOs, if you're investing in those. I had a message saying, oh, you know, there's so much good stuff at the moment, but I'm held up in bags, and that's just the life of a hodler, isn't it? Really, it's just that's the downside of hodling. Um, you know, you get tied up in cryptocurrency where you have a market crash, you're still holding the coin, you've actually got, you know, less than what you brought it for, and you're just holding, so you don't have any extra money when all these really good projects are coming out. And maybe that's another strategy by the whales. I don't know. You know, bleed the market dry, bleed all the hodlers dry, and then when all these great ICOs come out, they get into the ICOs, create a bull run, sell the ICO during the bull run. Great strategy. If I was a whale, that's what I'd be doing. Yeah, that is about it, really. I've gone on for 30 minutes just chatting in complete bollocks, which is really good. You know, I'm the master of talking complete bollocks. But stay tuned. I will do another one of these next week. You're not going to see me live every day. You know, I don't get the time. And one day I will, and we'll have some laughs together. But, you know, I'm very busy this week. I've got 3 ICOs reviews coming out. One of them is a crypto credit card, which I'm skeptical about because I don't think I've ever seen, you know, Bankera were a ICO that come out. You know what? I need to actually look. I brought into this ICO called Bankera ages ago, and they were basically based in like Lithuania, and they were basically going to start up a bank, a crypto bank, and they'll be able to issue loans, and they're going to have their own exchange on this on their app called SpectroCoin, and they're going to have a, you know, fiat to crypto credit card. So you're holding like free Bitcoin, and you go into a retail store and you want to buy something, swipe your credit card through, and it charges you in crypto rather than fiat. Which is a brilliant idea. I think that will come, but I think it's just I'm very skeptical about it at the moment. Whether it's actually going to take off or not, I don't know, and whether that would get mass adoption, I don't know. So when I see something like that, I'm like, but this ICO are also, they have this really very, very clever wallet that I really like, and it's credit card sized, and it has a little button on it that you can activate, and it fits in your wallet, in the credit card section of your wallet, and you can tap it on your phone and access your crypto wallet. It reads the credit card from your phone, and yeah, it's quite clever. It's really clever. So we'll look at that this week. Then there's an exchange ICO coming out, so we'll talk about that as well, because they're all interconnected. All these tokens are interconnected. They've got the same guy behind them, and you're going to be able to use the tokens from each ICO to buy into this guy's game. He's created a game, and his background is in gaming, and he helps with the other projects, and he's the CEO of the game project. The game is, you will recognise straight away, but it's got a variation that you can be rewarded in crypto when you unlock tokens. So like in Fortnite, where you earn V-Bucks, in this game you're going to earn tokens, and then you get a choice. You either use the tokens to unlock new characters and get new costumes and stuff like that, or you send the tokens to his company and they give you cryptocurrency. Now the reason you have to send it to his company is because Apple block cryptocurrency games, which I wasn't aware of at all. And he said, I can't release a game onto iOS that pays cryptocurrency because Apple will block it. So he said, what we have to do is reward you with in-game tokens, and then you can then send those in-game tokens out to my company, and then we send you back cryptocurrency that you can sell on an exchange. It's pretty cool. I have to find out the other token uses for it. So I've got a lot of digging to do this week. 3 ICOs. I've got to have a look at another project where they want me to be an ambassador. So it's pretty full on. I'm going to have to hire a secretary or something. A good looking one that's Swedish and blonde and does massages. That'd be pretty cool. Do the 1K dance, Dobbo. I can't do the 1K dance. I haven't got 1,000 subscribers yet. Or have I? I don't know. Let me check. Before I go, let's have a look on my phone. That's the easiest way to check it. I'm not doing a 1K dance if I haven't got 1K. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's find me. Oh, that's the other thing. Type Bublo into YouTube. I'm the first one that comes up. Dobbo's... What? Dobbo is live. Dobbo has... Oh my word. Oh my word. Addy, you're more switched on than I am. Can you see this? So Dobbo is live and I've got just gone up 1,008 subs. What? Ha! Wow. What dance can I do? Hold on. Let me try this one. Because I've been practicing this for the kids. What's it? Flossing. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. I can't do it. That's my 1K dance. 10K, you'll get me in a mankini. But, oh my word. 1,000 subs. That's, yeah. That is crazy. So, yeah, brilliant. So maybe we'll look at, I'll tell you what, maybe we'll look at, next week we'll launch a competition, okay? And we'll get some more people into chat to actually come on and watch me live. And I've got a really good idea. So there's a guy that prints these silver coins and they are amazing. I spoke to him on a Telegram group and he does all different types of cryptocurrency. So he does like a Cardano coin that's about that big and it's got the Cardano logo on it and it's just like a memento, but it's made of silver. It's pretty freaking cool. And I thought maybe I'll get a Bitcoin or an Ethereum and then I'll get that sent over to the UK because I think he's in America, and then we'll hold a competition and we'll see if you can win it. And then as time progresses and I start actually getting paid, because I haven't been paid anything for anything I've done yet, okay? Not a single bean. And I've spent money, you know, going up to London to meet ICO companies and stuff like that. And I think Bublo have said that they're looking at giving me Bublo tokens for what I've done for them, and that will be amazing. I'll let you know if that happens, because I just had this fear that, you know, you do all these nice things for people and then you just get screwed over and people forget about you. So I hope that's not the case. So yeah, if they send me a load of tokens, I'll be over the moon, and I will start using that money to get some stuff together for some cool competitions. And I want to give away decent stuff, you know. I'm not Crow's level, so I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not earning 1 Bitcoin a video like, you know, like Crow is. So you know, if I was earning that sort of money, I'll be giving big stuff away every week, and we'll get there. We will get there, and some of you are going to win some really cool stuff. And I'm talking like, you know, top of the range PC, top of the range Apple Mac. I want to give away some good stuff. Do you know what I mean? And maybe, I think next week we'll do the coin if I can get it in time. If I don't, then we'll just do it when it arrives. And after that, once we grow even more, then we'll look at if anyone fancies winning a Nano Ledger S, which I'll get. You can be rest assured it'll be sealed. There won't be any tampering with it. It will come directly from Ledger and themselves. I'll even put the receipt in with it, so that when you win it, it'll arrive. You'll know it's direct from Ledger. I won't buy it from Amazon or eBay. I've warned you about that before, about what happens when you buy some of this equipment from dodgy sites. Not dodgy sites, but dodgy people on these sites. So yeah, and let's get some competitions rolling and make it a little bit more fun. That'd be cool. Cool dance. Now 10K is the next goal. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Crow who in Dobbo we believe. Crow is the man that really inspired me to get up off my arse and actually do something with this whole thing, because I spent the last 3 years in a very shite place, to be fair, and it's not been fun at all. Not been fun at all, and it's 3 years of my life that I'll never get back. I tell you, now everything's turning around and things are really looking up in 2018. And yeah, I'm really excited about where we're going. But yeah, he's kind of the man that I thought, you know what, I should get up and do something because I've got the knowledge and I know what I'm doing. And a lot of people gave me a lot of support and said, go and do it, get on there. And here I am. And yeah, amazing. But yeah, 40 minutes, guys. I've been, blabbing too long now. But I do like what I like about Crow's channel, right? Is that you can just have a hangout and it's not all about crypto. Do you know what I mean? Because the crypto world gets a little bit intense sometimes with the amount of information that's coming out. And with over 3,000 coins here, there, and everywhere, it's very difficult to stay on top of everything. And sometimes you just need a little bit of a break and just a little bit of a chill out and just have a convo about random crap. And we'll do that. We'll find time for that during the week. You've been following him since December. Yeah, I was following him since November, funny enough. November, when he actually started the channel. When he first started the channel. But there are some, don't spread yourself out on YouTube. 100%. Go and hook up with Keith Waring. Funny as anything, mate. He always cheers me up when I'm in a bad mood. Go and get yourself over to Crypto Vapor for your ICO reviews. Amazing. He puts in a lot of work. Satoshi Sean is actually coming up. He's an he's ahead of me, but he's an up and coming YouTuber in the US. And yeah, he's a nice guy. I've spoken to him a few times. Yeah, so spread yourself out on YouTube. It's just a case of finding the guys that you like and you get on with. And yeah, make sure that they give you quality content though, and they're not doing this Mystic Meg, fortune telling crap where they're going to say, yeah, Neo's going to get back to crazy amounts of money, $50, $60 by next week and all this rubbish. Do you know what I mean? No one knows what's going to happen in the future with crypto in terms of that, in terms of price. We pretty much know what's going to happen with blockchain. The actual technology behind all these cryptos, that will dominate the world. We know that, and it's just educating people that don't know about crypto and telling them this is what blockchain. I actually educated someone today, gave them a full brief of exactly what blockchain was. So, because they don't know, it's a case of another one that doesn't really just knows Bitcoin but doesn't understand what it's all about. So it's good. But with this, I'm reaching more people. Anyway, I'm going to bail out, man, because I've got to go and look at this company and see whether I want to be an ambassador for them. I did an apology today in a few of the Telegram groups I'm a member of, because everyone's like, oh, where you gone? Oh, now you're on YouTube. And it's not like that at all. It comes like that. It comes across like that. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I haven't got time for you guys anymore. You losers. Get out of here. It's not like that at all. I just don't freaking get the time. Like I said, I'm going to dedicate time to just going on Telegram, taking the piss out of people, because that's what I'm good at. And yeah, I need that break to get on there and just get away from it all. But I've just been so focused and driven on what I'm doing this week, and it's paid off. Obviously, it's paid off. I'm going onto a major worldwide company. I'm being asked by another major company to be an ambassador. It is amazing. So yeah, we'll see. But you definitely will see me on Telegram, guys. I haven't run away. I haven't done a How or Jow or whatever his name is. And I will tell you guys another week about that story, because I've been going for 43 minutes now. A lot of these guys in chat are going to know what I'm talking about. I haven't done that. I'm not sitting on some Caribbean beach with some scammed money that I managed to steal off a load of people and then run away. That's not me at all. But yeah, guys, I'm going to bail out. And yeah, thanks for listening to me just talk gibberish for 45 minutes, and it's giving you all a good update. Get some of you off my back in the Telegram group about where I am. And yeah, this week is going to be pretty amazing for me. So yeah, thanks for all the support, everybody for supporting me so much, and I really appreciate it. And trust me, I never ever forget. You know, what's the there's a quote. It's a really good quote. It's something like never forget the people that got you. Never forget the people that got you out of a bad situation, or never forget the people that helped you out of a bad situation, but equally, never forget the people that put you there in the first place. It's a very, very wise quote. I will never forget people that have reached out a hand and helped me. You know, trust me on that. I won't. What video does Keith talk about Celsius? Go to his video he did today. It's got a news article about what's his face, mental geezer, John McAfee. He's done a video about John McAfee today. Go on there. Probably about 10 minutes into the video, he has a big old talk about Celsius. So get on there, have a look at that. Yeah. Right, I'm getting texts from this company, so I've got to go. I've got to go and have a chat to them about various bits and bobs. But thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to bail out. 46 minutes of talking rubbish now, and you're still here. How do I switch this off? I've got to get my oosh. I got moaned at because I pressed. Dobbo, you didn't do an oosh at the end of the video. I said, hold on a minute. I did, and when I went and checked it, it wasn't there. I've worked out what happens. When you press stop streaming on OBS, it's like that. So you have to go, oosh, stop. So, we love you. Keep going. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I love you all too. I love you all too. Oh, there's a... let's get these things. There might be an opportunity for me to be flown out to Las Vegas. What? I know. So there is, I think there's something to do with this ambassador thing for this company. I haven't firmed it up 100%, but there was some mention of them flying me out to Las Vegas. So, you know what's going to happen, don't you? You know what's going to happen. I'm going to be drinking Sambucas in a mankini. And I'm going to find you, Crow. I'm going to find you, Crow. So, we shall see. We shall see. It's early doors, you know what I mean? It's early doors. And that might not happen. But if it does and they want to pay me to go out there, then, yeah, let's do it. So, but until then, I will catch you later. Today I'm sponsored by Diet Pepsi, keeping me awake-ish. Anyway, Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. Right, I'm bailing out. Oosha!